So in 2 Kings 10, 16 through 31, we read about King Jehu. He's a very unique king of Israel because up until this point, since probably after Solomon, maybe with the exception of one or two, there have been wicked kings in Israel who have been serving, you know, false gods. And right before him was the most wicked king of all, King Ahab, along with his wife, Jezebel. And so Jehu, who is zealous, passionate for Adonai, zealous means like righteously passionate, he destroys Ahab and Ahab's descendants. So he rids Israel of King Ahab and his descendants, and he also rids Israel of idol worshippers of Baal and Baal. So he destroys the temple, he gets rid of all the worshippers, and he just rids Israel of Baal altogether. This is very unique for Israel, seeing as they have been worshiping idols for generations. And Jehu himself declares how zealous he is for the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But Adonai says he did not make an effort to follow after his Torah or his ways, and he tolerated golden calf worship, other forms of idolatry. So it made me think of Revelation 2, the church of Pergamum. Now, Yeshua says to the church of Pergamum, so Yeshua says, you're holding on to my name, you're not denying my name, even though you're living where the adversary lives and you're under, heavy persecution. Like those in Israel who were surrounded by idol worshippers and they were holding fast to the Father. But then Yeshua says to the church of Pergamum, nevertheless, I have a few things against you. Hold to the teaching of Balaam, who taught Balak to put a trap for the people of Israel, to eat food that had been sacrificed to idols, commit sexual sin. And you have a few people who hold to the teaching of the Nicolaitans, which is anti-Torah teaching. Yeshua hates that. He says, therefore, turn from these sins, or you will perish like the rest of them. Going back to Ezekiel, listen to what is said in Ezekiel. Ezekiel 18:24, it says, when the righteous person turns away from his righteousness and commits wickedness by acting in accordance with all the disgusting practices that the wicked person does, will he live? None of the righteous deeds he has done will be remembered. For the trespasses and sins he has committed, he will die. Y'all, it doesn't matter if you're like Jehu, who started off really zealous and righteous. But if you do not turn from your sins and idolatry, none of those righteous deeds will be remembered. We see this in Israel. We see this in a prophecy. This is a future prophecy, like hasn't even happened yet. And we see this in the church of Pergamum, which is in future tense too. That is true too. When a wicked person turns from their wicked ways, none of their wickedness is remembered. Y'all, biblically, it's how you end, not how you begin.